Suppose we want to activate the fire element, we can put the red color.
我们激活火的能量，我们是用红色。
The color of earth is yellow.
那这个土是黄色，
And the color of metal is white or brown.
那这个金的话是白色或者咖啡色。
The color of water, either the dark blue or the black.
那水的颜色是黑的或者深蓝色。
So this concept we are discussing, this is a very basic concept because we are going to discuss some advanced concept also. But this is a very, very basic concept where we should have the idea that each element is having different color.
那至少我们要知道，不同这个五行它都有对应的颜色，这个大家肯定要知道。
So when we are applying the certain color on the acupressure points, so we can stimulate a desire energies.
也就是当我们可以在这些穴位上用不同的颜色的话，我们可以去激活它这个五行的能量。
So in this way, the 5 element and the 5 color, even we are having more element and we can divide, we can do the subdivisions of the color. We'll discuss in the future.
那当然，这个颜色还会细分。那细分的时候，它可能还会有不同的作用，不同的这个频率，我们在将来会讨论。这个是关于颜色的比喻。
Like I told you, the music is having vibrations. In the same way, color is also having vibration.
那我们讲过，音乐有它的这个振波，那颜色也有它的振波。
And when we want to measure the vibration, we can measure the vibration either in the wavelength or in the frequency.
那我们可以一个是从这个它的这个振波的角度，包括还有它的波长的不同的这个角度去来研究或者学习这个颜色。
So we can see here the red color is having certain frequency.
那红色它有特定的这个振波，也有不同的波长。
In the same way, each and every color is having certain frequency. It's written here.
那同样的不同的颜色有它的这个波长和振频。
And as per the 5 element concept, if we talk about the emotions, what is emotion?
情绪
Emotions are frequency.
颜色就是频率，情绪就是不同的频率，不同的情绪就是不同的频率。
Like when we are having very high frequency, in the high frequency, we are having anger, we are having joy, and we are having happiness.
当这个频率高频的时候，我们会有什么的情绪呢？我们会有愤怒，包括喜悦，都是高频的情绪。
And when we are having low frequency, in the low frequency, we are having sadness, we are having depression, and we are having fear, we are having anxiety, worry. These all things are the things of low frequency.
当这个频率很低的时候，我们就会伤心、焦虑、恐惧。
So the person in the sadness, because low frequency, now we have the tool that is color. By applying the color, we can change the frequency so we can work on the disease.
那当然，如果你的频率很低的话，我们可以通过颜色来改变频率，来改变你的情绪。
So in the 5 element cycle, we know there are 5 elements and each and every element is having different frequency.
有5大元素，每个元素都有它的频率。
So we know wood and fire is having very high frequency.
我们知道木跟火它的频率是比较高的。
And on the other side, we talk about the earth, metal, and water is having some different frequency.
那这个土金水它有不同的频率。
And each and every element is having connection. Like wood means anger. If someone is having too much anger, we can change the frequency and we can calm down the anger.
那这个木代表愤怒。那如果我们想去调整愤怒的情绪，我们就可以通过调理木。
In the same way, we
的颜
talk about the metal element. Metal element means your depression. Depression is connected to the metal element. Someone is very depressed, very sad. We can change the frequency, we can increase the frequency, and we can work on the depression.
那通过这个，当然这个金是代表抑郁，那我们可以通过金的颜色去调整我们抑郁和伤心的情绪。
In the same way, someone is having suicidal tendency. So
那如果有
suicidal
人他有
tendency is having connection with this water element, and the frequency is very low, aura is very low. In this way, we can change the frequency by the color, and we can work on this problem.
那这个水就是它其实跟这个自杀的倾向，它是跟这个水相关。那通过改变这个水五行的水对应的颜色，可以改变这个自杀的倾向。
So in the same way, we can work on the emotions, and also we can work on the physical problems.
我们不仅可以去解决我们身体的问题，也可以去调整我们的情绪的问题。
Because someone is suffering with a high blood pressure, maybe high BP. So high BP means he's in this frequency. We can calm down the frequency, we can balance the frequency, we can work on the high BP.
那这个如果他有高血压的话，那就说明他这个频率很高。所以的话，我们可以降低它的频率，通过颜色来调整。
So why color works? Because color means frequency.
那我们可以用这个，因为颜色就是它代表就是频率。
And we can see in this chart, if you see this chart, every color is having different frequency here.
我们可以看到不同的颜色都有不同的频率。
Now look at here. If we see the chakras, even every chakras having different frequency, and this is very well known, right?
我们可以看到不同的颜色有不同的频率。
For example, someone is suffering with some
不同的脉轮。
someone is suffering with the infertility, someone is suffering with the ovarian cyst. So this is the thing which is having connection with the sacral chakra.
那如果有些人有不孕不育或者他的卵巢的问题，它其实是跟我们的生殖轮相关的一些问题。
It means the sacral chakra is not developed means perfectly.
就说明我们的这个生殖轮它没有去很好的去这个调理调整。
And the frequency of the sacral chakra is written here.
那我们可以看到这个是我们这个生殖轮它的这个频率
So
的数字。
if we are spraying the color who is belong to this frequency, we can balance the sacral chakra and we can balance this disease.
那我们如果是找到了跟这个频率相应的颜色的话，我们可以去平衡这个脉轮。
Same concept for heart chakra, same concept for throat or the thyroid disease.
同样的，关于这个喉咙啊、甲状腺的问题，我们可以也通过这个颜色的频率去平衡它。
Same concept applicable for the diabetes or the migraine headache.
那同样的这个对于这个头疼，还有这个我们的其他的，比如说你的心脏问题，都可以通过它特定的频率来进行调整。
So in the same way, suppose someone is suffering with the problem of the eyes. And as per the 5-element concept, we are going to discuss that eyes means Buddha. So we have to balance the energies of the Buddha, so we will be able to balance the problem of the eyes.
那我们的眼睛它其实跟木相关，所以我们可以通过调整这个木它所对应的频率来去调整我们眼睛的问题。
So now, in this way, for example, we talk about the one disease. We are just taking one example because many person asked me that how the color working. So I want to bring a focus. The color means energies. That's why color is working.
那这个颜色是代表频率，因此呢，这个颜色会有起作用。
And one more thing I would like to tell you, color is having so wonderful energies. We are telling, please do not overuse the color. Don't use the color more than 2 hours. Don't underestimate the power of color. Okay, it is color. Let's put the color for overnight for 12 hours because color are very powerful.
那我想跟大家说，这个颜色的频率很高，所以你不要过度使用颜色，不要使用它的时候作为治疗的话，你不要颜色使用它超过2个小时，或者
Even
说是
even I checked. I checked for one patient by putting the wrong color. See, I checked for one patient whether there is some side effect of the color or not. So for the person is having low BP, okay, we know that person is having low BP. I put the color of for creating the low BP. Immediately after putting the color, after 1 minute, person told telling I am feeling little dizzy, right?
那我其实尝试过给一个低血压的人用了一个就错误的颜色，故意用的。然后我发现1个小时之后，他的这个血压变得更低了，然后他就头晕了，晕眩了。
So why I'm sharing this example? Because I removed the color. Okay, I removed the color. Then I just put the opposite color. Then the patient felt very good immediately.
那然后呢，我就给他用了一个相反的颜色，那他马上就好了，头晕的问题。
One person was not able to. One person was not able to bend the fingers. I put the color on the nail chakra. We are going to discuss that. As soon as I put the color, start bending the finger, right? Immediately.
那我在有一个病人，他的手指他不能弯曲，我在他的这个指甲盖上使用了一个颜色，他马上这个手指就可以弯曲了。那我们会在上课程中讨论。
In the color therapy, just we have to think, because suppose first before applying the color, just to do the proper diagnosis, right? Because see, don't think okay, this is the color, let it be there. Because color work within fraction of second, the work of color starts. And if you are putting the sketch pen color, you can't remove it very immediately if you put the wrong, right?
那因为其实
suppose we are putting the needle, okay, you can remove it. But if you are putting the color in the wrong way, it's difficult to remove it within fraction of second. You have to rub, you have to put the water, or you have to put the alcohol, then only you will able to remove it. So before applying any color, you just do the diagnosis, which we will be learning. So let's see one example. Like someone is having problem in the female reproductive part, that is called fallopian tube. There is a fallopian tube.
那这个输卵管，女性的输卵管出现问题。
Maybe some female is having blockage in the fallopian tube.
那女性的这个输卵管，它可能会有一些淤堵。
So in the hand microsystem, we know this is the point we can see on the wrist. This is a wonderful point for fallopian tube.
那我们知道这个位置，它对这个女性的这个输卵管问题是一个非常好的这个治疗的位置穴位。
So we are talking about the wrist, right? On the wrist crease, the back side. This is the point of fallopian tube, right?
我们可以看到这个手背的位置，这个是在手背的位置。
So now we should know what is blockage.
首先我们要知道什么是淤堵。
So the meaning of blockage, some gathering, some dust, some deposition inside.
我们会发现是一些这个脏的东西啊在里边。
So first, right now I'm telling you quickly, but we will discuss that. If we talk about the wood is like a air. This is the fire. Fire is like a heat. And if we talk about the earth means gathering or some deposition.
那我们知道这个木它就像就是空气，那这个火它就是热量。So what is earth?
Earth means some gathering, some deposition. Who is creating?
Deposition. 然后就是土的话，它就是聚集，然后或者沉淀的这样的一个给人感觉是这样。
So suppose inside the fallopian tube, something deposited which is creating the blockage, right? So what we'll do, we will go inside the fallopian tube and would like to remove earth element.